let's start with our warm-up. Put your hands together and just start rolling and coming up. Get a good stretch up here and come down. And then roll the opposite way, whatever you were doing. Fingers, wrists, all the way up. Then get a good stretch. And breathe out and come down. Good. All right, we're going to look over our shoulders each side. Ready? Breathe in. And look over. And in. And over. One more time. This time we'll breathe in, come back to center. Then look up and breathe out. Breathe in, back to center, chin to chest, breathe out. One more time. And this time stay down here. When we breathe in, come up and around. We'll go 5 times one way, 5 times the other. Try to breathe out when you come down, breathe in when you come up. This is number 3 for me. That's 5. And then just switch the other way whenever you're ready. My last one. And then when you're ready, just breathe in and come back up. All right, excellent. All right, let's roll our shoulders. Again, I'm just going backwards. I'll turn so you can see what I'm doing. Let's go about 5 or 6 times. And then go the other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, all right. Now, Mom, during the warm-up, this is where I want to change it up a little bit. So, again, we started doing this last week. I just want you to rub right now. Up underneath this arm, this collarbone, just kind of rub in this area. Maybe tap a little bit. Breathe. Sometimes it makes me cough right away. There's a lung point, they say. Immuno point. And then come over here, rub on this side. Just rub a little bit. And tap again. And now I want you to get both fingers right in here, if you can, in this little spot we were. And then just hold it, and I want you to make little tiny circles. Mom, give me a nod if this is okay or if it hurts. All right. A little, go the opposite way. See if you can just do them small. And now, again, Mom, if it hurts, then don't do it. But I want to see if you can get them a little bit bigger. Right? Just little circles you're making. Good. Keeping those points right where you got them. Very good. Now let's just go the opposite way. Same thing. Just work in those points. Whatever you can tolerate. Good. Now, let's see if we can make it even bigger. Right? Like using a whole arm to make a circle. Good. Holding those points. And now let's go the opposite way, whatever we were doing, right? So up and around, up and around, up and around, up and around. Very good. All right, and then we'll bring it down. Relax, relax. Good. So I just wanted to introduce a little something else to work a little bit of the spine, the shoulders. Again, warming up still. Ma, it hurt. It was, no, it wasn't bad? Okay, okay. So do what you can with that, but it's also good, and then we can get moving the spine and all sorts of stuff. So, all right, we'll do a little bit of knocking on the door of life, but I'm not going to move around all the way around. So again, knocking on the door of life. I'll just start knocking on the door of life. Breathe. And just allow your hands and arms to fall where they were. Again, when they're just wet noodles. And breathe and just wake up some of that energy there. Good. All right, and we'll just slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Good. Feel some of that. All right. So again, I'm going to do the knee to the elbow trick. We'll just do about 5 of them. I'll do 10 altogether. That'll be 5 to each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, good. All right. And again, I'm going to be working down my lower spine just like this. Just couple of every turn. We'll do 5 circles each way, doing these nice little big hip circles. Please excuse my machine going off here in the background if you can hear it. But all right. Big circles and push. I'm breathing out and then I breathe in. And just get what you need. Kind of lost track of count here. I'm going to do 1 more and then I'm going to go back the other way and do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, good. Relax. All right, Kat, I'm glad you made it with us. You're welcome to join the video if you want, but you don't have to. All right, let us do our knees. All right, so I'm going to adjust here a little bit and just bring a little warmth and energy to these knees before we do anything with them. And then once you got them pretty warmed up there, put your hands on your knees and we'll just do, let's go 6. I'm going to go 6 times, little circles, one way, just like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I'm going to go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good, and then come up. All right, now this is the balancing act, so make sure you got something on the side here or keep your foot on the floor. I'm going to challenge you a little bit more today. So we're going to do circles. 1, we'll do 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Now I just want 1 up, down, up, down. You see what I'm doing there? Just up, down, just a couple. And then stretch those toes, tighten them. Stretch them, tighten, relax. Good. I know that was a lot of balancing. Same thing, other foot. Circle 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then up, down, just a couple times. And then stretch the toes if you can. Tighten them up like a fist. Stretch them, tighten, relax. There you go. Good job. Good job. All right, and then we're just going to stretch the sole of our foot and the front of our foot. So again, pressing flat down on the floor, pressing, opening up the sole of the foot. Big breath in. Let that go. And very slowly roll forward. Get your whole foot, all those toes. Open up the front of the foot. Nice breath in. And again in the back. My toes have been tight lately. And then in the front. And I don't know why. Do that every day. All right. In the back. Ooh, pretty, Cat. That looks nice. And then we'll go in the front. One more time in the back. And one more time in the front. All right, good. Good. All right, welcome, Kat. Glad you can join us. That looks beautiful. Let's get nice and present. Get in our Qigong stance. Just about hip width, shoulder width, whatever's comfortable for you. Engage your knees. Feel connected to the ground, rooted to the ground in what they call the bubbling springs, right in between our big toe and our little toe there, in between just below in the heel there. Feel grounded, rooted, connected to the heavens. Relax your shoulders, soften your fingers. Relax your jaw, your face. And just breathe. Be present. And let's just start with a nice opening, centering breath, breathing in and coming up, and then breathing out and coming down. And again, I might move just a little bit as I go up and down with my knees. Not a lot. I'm not engaging. I'm just rising up just a smidge and then settling down. And again, just feeling connected. We're getting in the Qigong state of mind. Excellent. Right up the center line and right back down. You might want to think about breathing in this energy through the front and then sending energy down through the back, what they call this heavenly circuit, right? These two vessels of energy that come up and down in circles. So in and out. It's going to be my last one and we can rest. Good. All right, so I'm going to try some different stuff here since everybody's kind of gone through some of the basic stuff. Some things I think we have not done, like the warm-up, right? We did a little bit of what Lee Holden calls the rooster, so I get wacky with all these names because they call them all sorts of different things, and it's all the same stuff. But let's do one that was out of the Tai Chi 18. So you guys have done this one, and it's more about opening the heart, right? If you remember this one, we're going to come down. So what happens? We're in our Qigong stance. We stay right here, and we breathe in, come up, then we breathe out. We open up. We breathe in again. And then we settle down as we breathe out. Again. And down. Good. It's a little like 4-part move, right? 2 breaths. So I'm breathing in. Breathing out. Opening. Expanding. Back and then down. Very good. Opening the heart. Feel a good stretch. Open up those channels here. Breathe in. Take what you need here in that 3rd chakra. 4th chakra. For us here, it's the middle dantian. That's what we're working here. Emotional energy. All right, I'm going to just do one more of these. And settle, relax, find yourself, shake it out a little bit if you need to. And I think we're ready for a couple of clearings here. Well, we'll do 3 of them so everybody knows what it is. I'll allow you to do it on your own space and time. And you know, you could do 4 or 5 of those if you need them. There's no set limit. We just do it quick in here to get through it. So remember that in all of the things that we do, you can find 1 or 2 and just work on that, staying engaged with it. All right. So out of that series, well, actually, I'm going to give you some Lee Holden stuff. I think that his stuff is really good, and I've forgotten about. I'll be honest, I got a little bit. He really capitalized on Qigong, and you know, he's made a real industry of it, which is great. Good for him. He's done a good job. But his stuff is a good mix of, I would say, Eastern and Western philosophies. So his stuff tends to be a little bit more exercisey, even though he uses the simple method of breathing and intention. So I want to do one. It's called the full body motion breath. And what it looks like, I'm going to go to the side because I want you to see it, but we're basically going to make kind of a big circle, if you would, with our body, right? So we're kind of coming down and breathing out as we go down, and then in as we come back up, and then out and up, out, and up. And again, you guys can do what you can modify how you want. And again, I did a little bit wider stance here. I know I didn't kind of go over that, did I? A little wider. I'm hinging over and just kind of curling up 1 vertebrae at a time as we come back up, reaching up. I'm going to do it to the front so you can see now from the front, right? So I'm kind of pushing up, out, good. Let me kind of push up this guy and then over. Breathing out, out, stretch, then breathe in. 1 vertebrae at a time, breathing in, good, and then breathing out. And out. Very good. Full body motion. All right, I'm going to do 1 more full motion, and then at the end, I'm going to hang at the back end. I'm going to let myself just kind of drape over, so breathing out. And then I'm going to stay here for a minute. I invite you guys to, however you want, however you feel comfortable, let that stretch a little. Big breaths. And then let's, again, breathe in and slowly come up. Nice and straight, and then breathe out. Good. Everybody okay with that one? Was that a little too much? Mom, was that one okay? Yeah? Okay. All right, good, good, good. All right, so full body motion. While we're doing some of the Lee Holden stuff, he has another one called Body Like a River. And I really like it. So we're going to get in a little bit of a wider stance, right? So we're kind of using some of these legs, and we're going to put our hands just about here, right? And the idea is that we're going to kind of sway back and forth with our breath, right? So I'm breathing in, and I'm breathing out. right? Kind of swaying back, but we're kind of moving our body like a river, right? Breathing in one way, breathing out. Similar to what we did last week when we were doing the Badwa Jin, the brocades, the 8 brocades, but a little bit more movement, right? Twisting and looking, I forgot what it was called, twisting like an owl. And again, you find what works for you. Moving the spine, it's kind of like the butt moves first, then the body follows. Very good. I can't see all of you, but that's okay. You find what works for you. We're just moving the body like flowing like a river. Flowing like a river, that's all. And then I'm going to just slowly come back up. Find my spot, relax. You can walk it in, whatever you were doing. I feel like my legs were moving on this rug. Good. How do you feel? How was that? Was that okay? Yeah? Okay, good, good. Trying to think of some other one. So another one, very similar to a lot of the ones we've done, is called, I'm just going to call it tending to the shuttle, right? He calls it lady tending to the shuttle. But what this looks like, one hand is going to be palm facing out, and we're going to start on one side, whatever side you want. Oh, this thing is all weird. Hold on a second. See if I could put that out of my face. Okay. All right. One hand on one side. I'm on my left. I know I'm going to have to learn how to do the mirror image, I guess. And the other hand is palm facing out too. And that's like you're kind of, imagine pushing somebody through the turnstile, right? That's what this is, minding the shuttle. We switch hands on the breath in. Again, palm out, palm here. We're pushing that person right through the turnstile here, right? Breathing out, knees forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Push. Very good. Push. Keep your knees forward. Turn your torso as much as you can. When you hit your stopping point, breathe in, switch hands, and breathe out. Very good. I'm going to let you guys find your flow, but again, imagine that what you are is a turnstile, and you're pushing people through. They just came through, and you're pushing them through the turnstile. Very good. Again, keep those knees forward. Turn your whole upper body. Right? We want to get a little massage of those organs in there. Very good. I'm going to just do one more. And then when you're done, just bring whatever you need right into the center here. Maybe make a little ball, do a little open and close. All right, breathe in, expand, breathe out. Maybe you feel a little energy and heat tingling here. And I just want you to very slowly think about bringing all that energy just right here for a second and just hold there and breathe. Very good. All right. Now, I was Let me see what time it is. I can't see. Oh, I got glasses for the first time as of this week. I'm not wearing them, of course, but anyway, it's still difficult to get used to this 3 levels of trying to see. But I'm looking at my watch to see what time it is. I can't see. Is it 9:27? Does anybody have a watch? Okay. So I want to do something, but Mom, I know you got a bad shoulder. I'm going to show you what it looks like, and you guys tell me if you think you can physically do it, okay? So what I want to do is put our hands like this behind our back. Now, I got a bad shoulder. It stretches mine, but I've forgotten about some of these, and I just wanted to bring them up because they're very good for opening up channels. Are you guys okay? Or I see you cringing a little, Dominique. If it doesn't feel good, then we don't have to do it, okay? Or find what you need. But we'll very quickly, again, we won't stay here, but I want you to just find that, if we start on one side, right, I just want you to kind of breathe out and stretch, right? Breathe in as you come up. We're not even going in a circle, right? Breathe in, get what you need. Stretch. Come up. Now, if you want, come down. See if you can keep your hands here. And just breathe into this. And then let's go over, I don't know, let's say your left, or this is my left, your right, whatever that might be. And roll over your shoulder. Your ear is rolling over your shoulder. Breathe. And breathe out, go over to the other shoulder, chin to chest, roll over. And just do the same thing, rolling your ear over your shoulder. And then when you're done, roll down a chin to chest. Big breath in, big breath out. And then this time, breath in, chin up. Release your hands. And I want to do a flowing motion. Let's get a little blood in there, right? Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Breathe in. Hands come up to chest height. Breathe out. And one more. And then out. Shake that out a little bit. So, man, excellent job. I saw everybody really at it. I know that was a stretch. I can feel it. But do you feel a little more opened up? Or you're just like, man, that hurt. That's okay. I know I'm making you talk. I got you all muted. But, yeah, what were you going to say, Kat? It did. It's a tough one. I mean, I'm working on shoulder stuff right now that I think I literally really do have a loss of motion, but we'll see. I'm working on it, but I find that one really opens up, and then I'm really opening up all those channels too. Did you feel it right here when you're back there? So there's a lot of stuff that we can do around that, or the arms. Which I really love. In fact, maybe we'll do another one right now, similar to what we just did, except out. Or is everybody ready for that? We're doing a little shoulder neck stuff here today, I guess. All right, so I'm going to start this in a series, right? This is kind of the weather. So I want to start up here. We're going to just be the clouds, right? Hands in the clouds, breathing back and forth, just waving our body. Good. Excellent. Well, again, kind of moving like a river, right? Just kind of getting this sway going if you can find it, where you're just kind of moving your spine from side to side. Hands in the clouds, waving and breathing. Letting things go. Letting them fly in the clouds here. And then I want you to come down and we're going to get our hands right about here for right now. Facing you. And this is going to be the lightning. Okay? So we're about shoulder, hip width with our legs. We've got all this here. Hands facing each other. Big breath in. We're going to shoot it down like lightning. Good. Back in. Breath in. Good. Pointed fingers. Shoot it right down into the earth here. Good. One more. We'll come back up. Now turn your palms away from you and pull out. Push away, right? We're pushing the world away. We're going to breathe in here. And as we breathe out, we're going to look at the back of our palm, and then we're going to look beyond our palm, beyond what we see here in front of us. And then breathe in, come back. Then breathe out, go back again to this side. Look at the back of your hand. Now look beyond it, beyond your palm, beyond what you see, and breathe in and come back. Let's do a couple of these. Breathing out, back of the palm, beyond the palm. Breathing in, breathing out, back and beyond. One more set. And then I'm going to bring those hands right back in where we had them. Breathe out, relax, settle. And now we're going to be the thunder. And so what the thunder looks like is we're going to breathe in and lean over to one side and slam down. Very good. Very good. That's it. Breathe in, breathe out. Get that out. Get the chi in your bones. Thunder. One more to each side. Relax, breathe out. Hands come down. Let's do 3 gathering breaths. If you remember those, I'll turn so you would do it here. And breathe out. Nice and slow. I want to settle and bring all of this energy we just cultivated and woke up and settle it. Good. And when you're done, just relax. And I just want you to just stand for a second. Maybe stand in Wu-Ji, if you remember. That's a couple of eggs under your arms here. So you're a little out, hands right here by the lower dantian. And I just want you to just sit nice and straight, right? Chin back, stacking the bones, as you say. And just notice how you feel. Notice maybe some invigoration through every cell in your body. And maybe a little clarity of mind. Good. All right, relax, and let's just wrap this up with a little tapping. I'm going to knock on my chest up and down, up and down. Again, I'm going to come over here, give the lungs and the heart a little wake up. Come over here, do that too. We'll work on that, but wake them all up. palm up, coming up underneath the palm here, armpit, and then down the back of the hand, around the front, down the back. One more time, just like that. And come over here, same thing, under the armpit, down the front of the arm, I guess, back of the arm. I don't know. One more time. Good. All right. And then we're going to come down here, wake up all the organs, right? Get up top of the rib cage. Oh, most of the major organs live right in there, right? This is all our intestines down here. And get those kidneys, bang those guys. And then down the outside of your arms, your legs, around the toes, up the inside. Right in here. Good, good, good. All right, one more time. Waking everybody up here. Kidneys. Down. Around. And back up. Good. And now we're going to take our fingertips and just come up to the top of our head. Wake up our brain. And move all around your head. All around your head. You do what you want. Usually I tell people start in the center and work towards your ears. But really the point is you got to get everywhere on your head. Lower neck, around your ears. Wake up. There's a ton of pressure points. Acupressure points. Good. Now we're going to come to the forehead. Just tap. Relax. Get the third eye there. Make an intention for the day. See it. Be it. Come down. Get the temples. Underneath the eyes. Cheeks. I have to work around this microphone here. And hold on a second. Under the nose, under the chin, and then just down the neckline. Tap, tap, tap. Relax. Good. Good. All right. Let's do a little chi wash. Let's generate a little energy and heat right here. And then we're going to breathe in, cover our eyes. Look beyond the darkness and very breathe out, slowly come down. That's it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do 3 more of those on your own. When you're done, just relax. Again, I think I forgot to do our massage, so let's do our hands. My hands are always a definite that I do every day, but sometimes I'll get the whole body, the ears, the neck. Again, you can always do what you need, but the hands are definitely the gateway to the body. You can feel it when you have inflammation, right? They start getting swollen and all that stuff. So wake them up, bring some energy, some chi, some blood. Good. All right, and let's just relax here for our last little bit. Oh, I went a little late, didn't I? I'm sorry. Big breath in, relax, settle some of that. Let's do a couple of grounding breaths and we'll come out. Or actually, I'm going to do a Lee Holden. So let's stand just like this, feet together. This is called bamboo in the wind, right? So we just stand, and I want you to just kind of settle and allow yourself to go wherever you might go. Think of yourself as a reed of bamboo just blowing in the wind. Strong yet flexible. Bendable but not breakable. And just settle. And just take a few moments to thank yourself for taking a few moments for yourself, for self-care, really. To refresh, to start over, and to have a great day and a great weekend. Or we can come back, just one foot out, very slowly, relax, fist up, palm covers. Thank you guys so much.